Chosen one, there's something you need to understand about yourself. Something most people will never say to you. Something you felt but couldn't explain. Your frequency is completely out of this world. Not as a compliment, as a fact. A spiritual fact. A scientific fact. A reality that explains why nothing in this world has ever fully fit. Why you've always felt different. Why you've never fully belonged. Your frequency literally does not match this dimension. You're operating at a vibration that exceeds the normal human range, and it's affecting everything. How people respond to you, how reality responds to you, how your life unfolds. Let me show you what I mean. What frequency actually is. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, your body, your words, all of it vibrates at specific frequencies. Low frequency is dense, heavy, slow. Fear, anger, shame, guilt, these vibrate low. High frequency is light, fast, expansive. Love, joy, peace, gratitude, these vibrate high. Most humans operate between certain ranges, mostly low to mid frequencies. Survival mode, stress, fear, worry, that's the average human frequency. But you're not average. Your baseline frequency is higher than most people's peak. What they reach in meditation, you operate in naturally. What they touch in rare moments, you live in consistently. You're not just high frequency, you're off the human scale entirely. Why your frequency is different? You've been through extreme refinement. Fire raises frequency. Pressure creates diamonds. Suffering either destroys or transforms. For you, it transformed. Every trial you survived raised your vibration. Every pain you processed cleared density. Every trauma you healed elevated your frequency. You're not damaged, you're refined to a frequency most humans never reach. You've done the inner work. While others stayed distracted, you went inward. While others blamed others, you took responsibility. While others avoided pain, you walked through it. That work raised your frequency to levels that only come through conscious evolution. You're spiritually activated. Your DNA has been turned on, dormant codes activated, spiritual gifts awakened, your pineal gland functioning, your chakras aligned, your energy body cleared. You're not just conscious, you're activated, and activation changes your frequency permanently. You're connected to Source, not just believing in God, actually connected, directly plugged in, receiving downloads, operating from divine guidance. When you're connected to the highest frequency, your personal frequency rises to match it. You're carrying Source frequency in a human body. That's why you feel different, because you are. How your frequency affects reality. People feel you before they meet you. Your energy arrives before you do. Some people are drawn to it, magnetically. They don't know why, they just feel good around you. Safe, calm, elevated. Your frequency raises theirs. Others are repelled by it instantly, uncomfortable, defensive, hostile, because your frequency exposes theirs. Your light reveals their darkness. Your peace exposes their chaos, and they can't handle it. Environments change when you enter. Tension dissolves. Arguments stop. Energy shifts. Not because you do anything, because your frequency literally changes the atmosphere. You're a walking frequency transmitter, broadcasting high vibration that affects everything around you. Technology malfunctions around you. Streetlights flicker. Electronics glitch. Devices malfunction. This isn't bad luck. This is high frequency interfering with electromagnetic fields. You're literally too high frequency for some technology to handle. Animals and children sense it. They're drawn to you immediately because they haven't been programmed yet. They still operate on pure frequency, and they recognize yours as safe, as pure, as light. You manifest faster. What you think appears quickly. What you speak happens. What you focus on grows, because high frequency creates faster. The gap between thought and reality shrinks at high frequencies. You repel what's not aligned. Wrong people leave. Wrong situations dissolve. Wrong paths close. Not because you're unlucky, because your frequency rejects what doesn't belong. Like a body rejecting a foreign object, your energy field pushes out what doesn't belong. You attract synchronicities constantly, signs, numbers, perfect timing, unexpected meetings, doors opening from nowhere. This isn't coincidence. High frequency operates in sync with universal flow. You're aligned with divine timing, so synchronicity becomes normal. Why this frequency makes life harder? You don't fit anywhere. Normal jobs feel suffocating. Normal conversations feel empty. Normal life feels like prison. Because you're vibrating at a frequency this world wasn't built for. You're trying to fit into a dimension designed for lower frequencies. It will never fully fit. Most people can't match you. They try for a while, but they can't sustain it. Being around your frequency requires them to elevate, and elevation is uncomfortable, so they leave. Not because you're too much, because they're not ready for what you carry. You feel everything intensely, pain deeper, joy higher, love stronger, betrayal sharper. High frequency means high sensitivity. You feel more because you're tuned to more. You see what others don't: lies, intentions, future outcomes, energy, truth. And once you see, you can't unsee. That knowledge is lonely, because most people are still blind. You're targeted spiritually. High frequency threatens darkness. Your very presence disrupts demonic activity, so you're attacked more, spiritually, energetically, through people, through circumstances. Not because you're weak, because you're powerful. Normal life doesn't satisfy you. Career success feels empty. Material wealth feels meaningless. Surface relationships feel exhausting, because you're vibrating at a level where those things don't register as fulfilling anymore. You need purpose. You need meaning. You need depth. Anything less feels like dying. what you need to do with this frequency. Stop trying to lower it. Don't dim your light. Don't shrink your energy. Don't apologize for your intensity. Your high frequency is not a problem to fix. It's a gift to steward. Protect it. Not everyone deserves access. Not every environment is safe. Not every conversation is worth your energy. Guard your frequency like the sacred thing it is. Use it intentionally. You're not high frequency by accident. You're a healer, a way shower, a frequency shifter. Walk into rooms that need light. Speak to people who need elevation. Create things